Hello and good day. Interesting stuff happening in the NFL here today. Rumors and reports are now that the Atlanta Falcons might be a team that is interested in or is actively pursuing a trade for Lamar Jackson. This is an interesting one because Lamar Jackson is obviously one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and yet his own team doesn't seem interested in paying him the amount of money he wants or that it would take to re-sign him to a long-term deal. Seems like a red flag. But I kind of understand where both sides are coming from in this. Lamar Jackson is just trying to be the next man up in terms of like resetting the market, getting what he feels like the next best quarterback should. If I were a team, I would side with the Baltimore Ravens logic. I have been vocal about this on Twitter, by the way. Follow me on Twitter. I think the Ravens are making the right decision to let him potentially leave, just because I don't know that he is necessarily worth what he thinks he's worth or what he's asking for. Just because you are the current top quarterback who's a free agent doesn't mean that you're actually worth being paid the top quarterback. Doesn't mean you are that guy. And I just don't think Lamar Jackson, when you look at injury history and you look at the success he's had versus the success you feel like he could have had, has he reached his potential fully? So I wouldn't necessarily give the money up. And if I was the Falcons, I definitely wouldn't give up picks and money for Lamar. But I actually think this is a cool move all around. I think it's good for both sides. I think for the Ravens, it's a smart organization exploring all their options and potentially moving on from someone that they feel like the situation may have run its course. And for the Falcons, they need some life. They need somebody to get over there and give them a pulse. Lamar Jackson will definitely do that. He's a highlight reel. He's going to give you jersey sales, fans in seats, sold out stadium. I actually think this is a great fit for the Falcons. I'm not necessarily cheering on the Falcons' success or anything like that, but I do think that Lamar Jackson to the Atlanta Falcons makes a lot of sense for them organizationally. On paper, on the field, it just is a good match, I think. Even, they had Marcus Mariota last year, right? They're a running team. Everything about them, the persona, the aura, the perception, the actual philosophical scheme fit. I think this is a great match. So actually, I do think the Falcons should be all in on this, even though I personally would not be all in on this. No. I don't think it's a good idea I wouldn't do it. But I do think the Falcons should be all in on this. I think it revitalizes an organization that needs some life, needs some hope. And from a Tampa Bay Buccaneers perspective, really makes things very interesting because now you're looking at a division that was kind of a joke, quarterback-wise, the last few seasons. Outside of Tom Brady, there wasn't much. It was weak. And now Tom Brady leaves, and you're looking at a situation where the New Orleans Saints have Derek Carr. He's not a great quarterback, but he's a solid quarterback, a respectable player to have at the position. And then you look at the Atlanta Falcons potentially landing Lamar Jackson, which would be obviously a big fish in a small pond here in the NFC South. And then the Carolina Panthers, yes, they're still quarterbackless, but they actually have, I think, the best head coach in the division. And they're in a very good position where they could navigate the draft to potentially get a quarterback. And who knows, free agency, it's not over yet. So they could do something there as well. We don't know what their final quarterback situation is going to look like come the start of next season. But very quickly, Jason Light's comments where he said that he believes Kyle Trask is the best quarterback in the division. Those comments are not aging well. Very quickly. But we'll see how it goes. Super exciting stuff. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe. Do it for yourself. Do it for me. Do it for the day. What's today? Thursday. Do it for the Thursday. And I hope that you have a good one.